Aquarius. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of January with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a pick a card reading up, the evolution of my romantic life for the full members to this channel. And the reading and message from my spirit guides is available for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for December to get a context, and this is the prediction for January. I will start reading your cards, and I'm using the Tarot della NUIT. So, when I open your deck here, I see Three of Swords together with the Page of Swords. So it seems like someone has a hurt inner child, or maybe both people in this equation has a hurt inner child. The Page of Swords is someone that's fighting for their right to be themselves. They're fighting for their right to believe in the way that they do, think in the way that they do, live in the way that they do. And it seems with the Three of Swords that they don't feel supported and appreciated by their surrounding for the way that they are as a person. Sorry for my voice. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have the Lovers together with Page of Swords. So it's easy to fall in love with a person that's a rebel, but it's harder to live with a person like this. That's all I'm going to say about that. But either you are the rebel and you have like people falling in love with you, but them being unable to love you for who you are, or either you are like hopelessly falling in love with people like this. Okay. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we see the Two of Wands. So it might be an indication that we need to start to think about taking more logic decisions in our situations, romantic situations. So the Two of Wands is having a little bit self-control until you can make a grounded decision. Or even look at yourself. Why am I loving this person? Is it because I actually do love them? Or is it that they are representing something that I cannot have? I call the six elements. And here we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is showing that you have a red thread of karma in this department. Together with the Page of Swords. Either maybe being the rebel or encountering rebels and not getting that nice feeling of like being on the same page as we want out of our romantic relationships. Okay, so six elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius viewers. So I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay. I will tune in for a few seconds here to you, the person most on your mind and your relationship in January. So the new bottom of the deck, it's the Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups wants love, but it's also a little bit dramatic when it comes to love. We can see the Ten of Swords here. I kind of want to die. What's the meaning of life? And nobody loves me anyway. So we're searching for love, but do we have love to offer? Or are we just wanting the other person to fulfill our needs? Or are we like a genuine person that can offer love and stability? Or are we just searching for someone that will make us happy? So this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's a Six of Cups, so nostalgia, having a hard time leaving behind things, people, situations, stuff. Okay. But with the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups, I feel like there's a lot of tender love here. But the question is, what's the foundation for this love? Okay. So this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind. This is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you. This is your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for January, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation, and it's a Five of Pentacles. So not feeling loved, not feeling safe in the world, having like a black hole inside of you that can't be filled. Like you can't be happy on your own. You just feel abandoned by the world, isolated. Okay. And this is what's on your mind. Temperance card. So it's 14, 1 plus 4, 5. The 5 is connected to the Hierophant card, how it is to live in a tribe when we have conflicts or feeling abandoned or being aggressive towards the other person because they are so daft, or being very disappointed with them. And the Temperance card is how we are trying to temper ourselves to be on our best when we are with people. We want to grow, we want to become better and better, we want to love unconditionally. That's at least our goal. And this is what's on their mind. And we have the Five of Cups, so the disappointment here. We'll see where it goes, but 5, 5, 5 is probably a situation where we have totally misunderstood each other, or we are not really able to communicate ourselves in a way that we can become make the other person understand who we are and what we want. And instead we make a lot of assumptions, like they feel like this, or they are acting like this because of this. And instead of really trying to get the information out of the person, because we don't trust that the person will give the right response or even response at all. And therefore there's a lot of things that's happening between you that's not being really cleared out. So there's a lot of misunderstandings, but it seems like you have a lot of energy to try to fix things, while this other person feels a little bit low on their energy. So this is the bond between you two, and it's the Moon card. So again, with this trust, you don't trust each other, you don't feel safe showing love or expressing your inner thoughts to one another. Maybe you have acted more like rivaling siblings than love partners. Sometimes it can help to see your partner as a colleague or a client, to make us treat them with a little bit more respect and dignity. So this is your feelings, and we have a 9 of Cups, which is pretty self-sufficient. It shows a person that's able to take care of themselves and to sustain their own feelings. So probably you have learned this more and more. 9, 18, 1 plus 8, 9. So these two are also connected. When we get anxious, when we get fearful, we try to look inside ourselves and see what is it that makes us fearful? What is it that makes us anxious? Is it our intuition warning us, or is it just we being a little bit over dramatic or picking up on our old wounds? So the Hangman here, it seems like your person is pretty disappointed on this relationship for the moment. The Hangman shows that they kind of hold this rose for you, but they don't think that this will pay off in any kind of substantial way. So it might be that they are the one trying to get you to love them in a way that they feel is appropriate, while you are, you want to be yourself, you want to be your best version of you, but maybe it's hard for you to get the other person to understand who you are and what's your aim, your goals, your wants and needs. So this is your behaviors and attitudes, and it's the Angel de la NUIT, showing that you love and respect yourself, and you're getting to know yourself on the depth. So it's a little bit delicate situation where you can't really humor everyone else's wants and needs, because you're trying to figure out your own and who you are, what you want, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy. So another person's need for you or want for you might distract this process. So it might be that you are the Page of Swords person, the rebel in this reading, and that maybe you came as a certain ray of energy, but some parts were loved by people around you and some other parts were rejected, and you are trying to embrace these rejected parts of you to put the piece of the puzzle together. Who am I? What am I doing here? What's the purpose? What's making me happy? What's not making me happy? And this is their behaviors and attitudes. And we have the 8 of Wands. So I'm seeing this person has a deep longing to communicate with you and to sort things out and to get that soothing feeling when we are finally on the same page. But they are turning away from you. You are turning away from them. So it's very likely that they just sit on this longing, but they don't feel like taking that risk and showing that kind of vulnerability, because maybe it won't pay off. Maybe you will gruesomely cut them down or say that you don't want to talk to them anyway, or that you have had enough of their clingy behavior. We'll see. So this is the outcome for January, and we have the Strength card. So it seems like you are on the right track here, becoming more and more of your strong self, and this other person is not keeping up with you. They are being kind of left in the backwater of what is going on, because maybe they haven't done the groundwork of trying to find out who they are, so they are in the lost for this. Clarifying the 5 of Pentacles, seduction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation. Probably they feel like they can't trust you with their love, that maybe you will take your love around town. We'll see. Clarifying the Temperance card, coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. You want to continue, but you have also this exhilarated feeling of being on the verdict of finding yourself and who are you, what makes you happy. And so you are prepared to deal with this person, but they are not everything for you at this moment in time. So this might be why this person feels like you have left them out in the cold, and that they are just a game for you. Maybe you will stay with them, maybe you will find someone new. They don't know. So clarifying the 5 of Cups, soulmates. So they feel like you are soulmates, and that they love you intensely, but I'm not seeing them doing any of the groundwork. It's you pulling the weight here, doing the groundwork, and they just want things to be as it were. So forcing you into some kind of role that you had in the past. Clarifying the Moon card, palm tree, stability, security. Yeah, they wanted what they had in the past with you, and this with you changing in front of them, it's super scary. Clarifying the 9 of Cups, the Golden Mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. I think that probably this person was pretty content in the relationship before, when you were maybe having a more insecure role and felt possibly not 100% loved, and now you have taken over their role. You are taking in your shadow side, your other side, and doing a great work with that. We need to be more self-absorbed at the point in time when we are getting to know ourselves. It will make us a more grown-up person that's being able to make judgments what's for the best of everyone eventually, but for right now we might need to be a little bit one-sided. But narcissist, I don't think so. Might be that the other person has for a very long time had like a smooth ride in the relationship and you didn't, and they don't like this change. They don't want to have this change. Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. So they're kind of forced into doing this personal growth work with themselves. Either they want or not, and it's not something that were on their agenda, but you were enlightened by this longing of healing your own wounds and not having to be maybe stressed and anxious, but finding like an anchor point in yourself and being able to get control over your life so you could take care of your own needs. Because when your needs were left maybe for the other person also to take care of, maybe they didn't do a good job, okay? And now this person is also forced to do the same work, but kind of against their will. Clarifying the angel de la NUIT, talking, interesting, conversing more, awaited messages arrive, text, call, email, hoovering. So I think you're open to discussion, but you have a lot to say about your terms. You might, it might be more of an informative meeting, like this is what I have decided, okay. Clarifying the 8 of Wands, girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paragame. Maybe you're a narcissist after all. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. I think the roles have shifted, that they were different in the past, and now this person feels more vulnerable in the situation, and they wonder if you maybe are not to be trusted anymore at all, and they want to talk to you about things and get back to where you were, but it's not very likely that you will want to do that exercise or boat. And strength, you're sailing towards your new horizons and the person that you are about to discover who you truly are, and you don't want to go back, and it's a little bit complicated, of course, but we need to follow our own guides and our own like soul, what it wants and what it needs out of life. I will fight for our love. I'm lost without you. So it's this person. They don't want to give up. They want to see if they can get in contact with you again in the way that you were in contact in the past, or get you to soften up again. And everything reminds me of you. I have a lot of insecurities. This is for you. And I think you have been very insecure, but you're starting to grow more self-assured. And one thing is taking control over your own life, so you don't have to be felt like you're tossed to the wolf. And yes, you still love this person. You have the alchemic wedding here. 9 of Cups is also, even if it's a love a little bit on a distance, it's hermit energy. You still love this person. It's just you need some time to figure yourself out and to figure out what's good for you, and also getting some time to heal. So 7, fire, having boundaries. It's my way or the highway with you right now. Okay. So also seeing astrology reading cards. Remember that these readings can sometimes also be in the reversed. Virgo, the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So it's what I feel about the other person, not really, they have a lot to say, a lot of questions for you, a lot of fears, but instead of really taking this up at dinner or as a conversation topic, they just try to keep their head down and, be not disturbing you as little as possible, or making you go even worse. Okay, so it's like they're tiptoeing around you a little bit here, but they should ask you more questions. That might even make them open up a little bit better, because I feel like they have been very close down to figuring out themselves, and they might have forced you into living with the lid on, and not being able to express your true self, and maybe it became like a pressure boiler eventually. So I wonder if you can do anything to help this person, but I think they need to figure this out on their own, how to find themselves and their voice. Of course, you can listen to them extra careful when they actually speak, but I feel like it would become lopsided or codependent if you try to do the work for them. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the reading, What Do They Want to Have Happen, and the love reading for December to learn more about this situation or relationship. You can also order personal readings from me at tarot.com.se. And there's also a special offer in the description box of this video, so check that out. And thank you for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get a heads up when a new video is out. Take really good care. Until next time, stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.